So I want to ask you a question. How would it be if you had unshakable self-belief and confidence in yourself and your ability to handle anything that life throws at you? What would happen if you just simply had more confidence? If you didn't have limiting thoughts, if you didn't have that inner critic coming at you every single time you want to do something, if you didn't have insecurities about yourself or your body, like part of your body, maybe your nose, maybe your face, maybe the way you look. What if you didn't care so much about what other people think and you actually lived your life for yourself? What if you could eliminate worry from your life and just go through your life worry less with that trust in yourself, trust in your body that anything life throws at you, you'll be able to handle it? How much more of an inner peace would you have? How much more of calmness would you have in your life? How would that affect your relationships with literally everybody? What if you weren't afraid to fail? What if the thing that you want to do, the thing that you have in your mind, the thing that is a desire for you, what if you could just go and do that thing? How would that be for you? My name is Omir, and for the past 12 years, I worked as a personal coach with over 2,000 people in 60 different countries of the world, helping them to increase their level of self-confidence. I've came to understand that self-confidence is the number one thing that you can develop in yourself, you can develop in your life, you can develop about yourself that's going to increase the quality of your life. For that reason, I put together an 8-week program that you can go through at your own pace and develop this part of your life called self-confidence once and for all. So you may be asking yourself, what is the Learn Confidence online program? Well, the Learn Confidence online program is an 8-week process with step-by-step instructions that leads you from where you are right now to the point where you have developed self-confidence. There are 6 modules that we go through, but you also have 2 bonus modules that I threw in to cover all the things that I wasn't able to cover in the 6 modules. So let's go over the modules one by one. In the first module, we're going to talk about your insecurities. We start this module with insecurities because insecurities are the main thing that is preventing us from having the kind of confidence that we want. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not short enough. I'm not rich enough. I'm not green enough, right? Whatever you have in your mind, that's the first thing that we're going to deal with. I'm going to give you my most powerful technique that I've ever invented called the insecurity eraser. With this technique, you'll literally take a couple of minutes, you'll go over the insecurity that you have, and in literally a couple of minutes, it's not going to bother you anymore. It's my most powerful technique to date, and I really look forward in you testing this out. After we are done with the module, you're just gonna feel lighter, you're gonna feel freer. In the second module, we're gonna talk about other people's opinions. I'm gonna show you a technique called the flip that literally took me years to develop, but it's extremely effective. It's gonna take you like 15 minutes to go through. And after you go through this technique, you're literally going to shift your perspective on who other people are and who you are. In module 3, we're going to talk about worry. Now, most people are either thinking about a future event, something that concerns them, worries them that's going to happen, or they're thinking about a past event that they still haven't gotten over. Worry is the great energy leaker. When people worry, they literally leak energy. And in my work, I've came to learn that worry is a consequence of not believing in your ability to handle life. Life is full of problems. If it's not one thing, it's another. You solve one problem, another one comes. You know, Brian Tracy, one of my favorite mentors and teachers ever, he said there are only 3 stages in life. You're either walking into a problem, you are in the middle of a problem, or you just walked out of a problem, which gives you in a position of walking into another problem again, right? So in this module, I'll teach you how you can eliminate worry from your life. I'll show you a technique called Worry Away that's literally going to melt away any worry thoughts that you have in minutes. In the 4th module, we're going to talk about the inner critic. The inner critic is there whenever you want to do something new, whenever you want to approach somebody new, whenever you want to get out of your old ways to do something new. Maybe even investing in this program, you have the inner critic there. You know, it's not going to work. This is another thing that you see online, you get and you never use. You know, that inner critic is always there trying to undermine your best effort. But what if that inner critic wasn't there? What if you could silence the inner critic so you could do whatever it is that you wanted to do in the first place? Well, that's exactly what you're going to learn in this module. I'll show you a technique called the silent mode that I use, and it's literally like switching a button on a remote where you can just silence the inner critic and you can do whatever you wanted to do without those thoughts popping into your head. In the 5th module, we're going to talk about failing. Now, in my work with people, I've learned that many of them are just so afraid of making a mistake and failing. I think a lot of it has to do with how we were brought up. When we go to school, it's all about knowing the right answer. And if you don't know the right answer, the teacher's gonna, scorch you in front of the kids on purpose, and they're all gonna laugh at you, right? So making a mistake, looking dumb, it's the great enemy of trying. But what I've learned studying successful people is that you can never, ever achieve anything significant without a ton of failing. It's literally failing yourself into success. When you are afraid of making a mistake and failing, you don't even try. And when you don't try, what do you think your chances of success are? Slim to none. But what if the idea of failing wouldn't be so uncomfortable? What if you could comfortably fail and literally not even bother yourself with the idea of like, I'm a failure because I didn't succeed? In my life, I had to eliminate the idea of failure, and I had to reinstall it with this simple idea that failure is learning. And if I don't fail, I don't learn. If I do fail, I learn. So I can either win and succeed at whatever I wanted to do, or I can learn, but I don't ever fail. So in the Learn Confidence program, I'm going to teach you how to rethink failure. I'm going to give you a new set of thinking that when you come across the prospect of failing, you don't worry about it, you're not afraid of it, and you can just do the thing, and if it doesn't work out, you can just smile, brush it off, and keep going. And in Module 6, we're going to talk about developing the unshakable self-belief and confidence. I'm going to teach you my best techniques for developing new self-image, new self-confidence, and new self-belief. And after you're done with this module, your training will be complete and your transformation is going to be complete. You're going to wake up being a different person. That's my promise, that's my guarantee, and I'm willing to back it up. You can go through the entire program. If you're not happy, if you don't see any significant progress, just email me and I'll refund your investment immediately. The best investment you can ever make is the investment you make in yourself. I made this program affordable. It's easy to access. It's easy to go through. It's understandable. All it needs your yes. As I said, I've helped over 2,000 people in 60 different countries of the world, and now I want to help you too. So if we recap what you're going to get in the Learn Confidence program, you're going to eliminate your insecurity once and for all. I'm going to teach you my most powerful technique called Insecurity Eraser that's going to eliminate and erase any insecurity you may have in minutes. You're going to stop caring what other people think. I'm going to walk you through my technique called the flip that's going to switch your perspective on people, put you in a different position when you're not at effect anymore, but you'll be the one giving approval. You're going to eliminate worry from your life. Just this one technique and this one module, I believe, is worth the entire investment of the program. You go over this module and you literally wake up in the morning feeling refreshed, like you can handle anything that life throws at you. You're going to learn how to silence the inner critic. I'm going to show you the technique called the silent mode that you can use in any situation, no matter if you're by yourself or you're among people, maybe you're performing, you're doing something. It's going to silence your mind and you'll be able to focus on whatever you want to do. You're going to learn to fail. Failure is cool, failure is good. There is no failure, literally. There's only learning experience. And you're going to internalize that with the Learn Confidence program. And lastly, you're going to develop unshakable self-belief and confidence that you can use, you can take with you wherever you go. I define confidence as freedom, and confidence has given me freedom. And I want to give you freedom as well. So click the button below and let's get started today.